What's poppin', y'all? Cenat must have some really terrible luck with managers because this new situation that has recently come up via Cenat really got it looking bad. So for those of you that don't remember, Cenat's not his original manager, but one of his earlier managers is the same manager for Travis Scott, this guy named David Stromberg. And while Neon was running into David Stromberg, he asked him about Kai, and he didn't have much favorable things to say. So I'm going to play you guys this clip.
I don't know.
Dude, I already reacted to this.
Sure. How do I get upstage? Should I just wait here or should I go upstage?
Just chill around here.
All right, bet. W.
See you, buddy.
Yes, sir. You as well.
W's in the chat.
W's in the chat.
Fuck Adin Ross.
No, Dave.
See, like, you can't even take it seriously, dude. But, you know, my whole take on the David situation is just, it's funny, right? Like, his artist is, like, dropping like, an album, and he's so worried and fixated on, like, me. So I'm sure if Travis saw that, he would be really unhappy. You know, it just doesn't look really well. But
And that's Adin Ross reacting to it as well. And I think it was because David Stromberg was a bit upset that Adin Ross had leaked something to do with Travis Scott. So that was the reaction for it, which I understand you willing to have that reaction. Yo, Travis Scott isn't just an artist whose music that you just leaked. Travis Scott is a corporation, and Travis Scott is definitely David Stromberg's priority. And Travis Scott is, well, seemingly very professional when he handles his stuff. So David Stromberg and Adin Ross went their separate paths at least 3 years ago. I think David Stromberg was managing Adin 2021, 2022 maybe, but it wasn't into 2023. 2023, he was already gone. So Adin Ross got himself a new manager. And this Adin Ross manager's name is Tav, and he's the guy that handled a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, a lot of organization. And from everyone that I know that dealt with him, they said this guy was very effective. Now, I use the word effective and not good because of this new information that we're getting from Cenat, from the horse's mouth, really about an interaction he had with this guy. So I'm going to play you guys that clip from Cenat right now. And this is when Cenat was addressing a situation that really just ended up that ended up boiling and started spilling, where he had to talk about his relationship with Adin Ross. And I covered all of that in a separate video. If I remember, I'll pin it in the comments or it'll be at the end of this video on your screen. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now where Cenat recaps the situation.
He proceeds to say, from Nike to McDonald's, but bro, keep it real, bro. A chicken Big Mac? A chicken Big Mac?
Now, this is crazy for multiple different fronts. Number one is that how you're, my brother's keeper, right? And let's keep in mind, Adin's manager is not just a white guy. Adin's Jewish, the manager's Jewish, so literally my brother's keeper, they're the same group, right? So there's that, number one. You're also in a business relationship, number two, and Cenat is your competitor, number three. As the manager, you should be thinking like, hey, these are my guys, this is our business, that's a different business. And you are out there telling him that this guy's gambling, losing millions of dollars. What? Wow. Now, keep in mind, Adin Ross tells all of us this, so we know he's gambling and losing millions of dollars. We don't know when he's doing it, but we know that is something that has happened and has happened consistently for the past couple of years. So he's not just getting y'all addicted to gambling. He's addicted himself too. So claps up for Eddie for getting even his biggest promoters addicted to gambling too. It's really impressive. And I say that sarcastically. I don't mess with gambling at all. So that's number one. That's already a red flag. And then you talking about potentially leaving it. And keep in mind, Kai said that this guy was drunk when he hit him. And then you're talking about potentially leaving, which I think it might be a joke. Like, yo, I'm going to leave him for FaZe if he keeps this up. And I think he's just venting. And I do think that's something he might have told Adin, where he's like, yo, if you don't get this gambling stuff together, I'm going to leave and go somewhere else. Because sometimes you got to shake something up like that. Like, there are certain people you cannot save. And gambling addicts are one of them. Like if somebody's like, if Adin's a drug addict or he's a gambling addict, you just can't help them. Like that person has to want to help themselves. That's it. And until that switch turns on in their brain where they're like, I've had enough is enough. I've hit rock bottom, and it may not be rock bottom financially or career-wise, but just in their mental state, they're just saying enough is enough. It's time to get my stuff together. There is nothing you can do as an outside party. So, but him telling Kai that is just like, whoa, why would you tell another guy the business that you have with Adin Ross and you potentially leaving him? Like Kai Cenat's not somebody that's going to spread that around, but you shouldn't be telling it to that person regardless. And then you go on to do like the whole like, yo, a chicken Big Mac. And that's in reference to like the meal or the collaboration that Kai Cenat had with McDonald's, which was huge, by the way. Like, the amount that this guy has accomplished in the past 3 years just goes to show you that all this guy does is focus on work. I don't think he takes any breaks. And even the breaks where he's not streaming, I'm sure he's thinking about ideas constantly. But hey, that's why he's at the top of his game. And that is, I just don't know why he would say that. And I don't think he was like calling them the ER or whatever, but it doesn't even matter because number one, you are a manager. You are supposed to behave in a professional manner. So you were already unprofessional by reaching out to the guy and telling him about what your client has been doing, that you're potentially going to leave your client if he doesn't behave in this certain type of way. And on top of that, you're doing this whole like, yo, chicken Big Mac. Like you're talking to him like he's your homie, I guess, which Kai Cenat's clearly not your homie, especially if he felt insulted by this. Like he didn't want you calling him that. And he was like felt some type of way about it. And then also you're trying to get him last minute and he doesn't really want to go last minute. And this just goes to show you like how solid Kai is, where he's like, yo, I don't think I can make it. But he didn't want to ruin Adin's day by letting him know like, yo, this guy's tweaking. He's thinking about leaving you. And why the hell is he talking to me like this? Why does he think we're cool for him to be able to say X, Y, and Z to me? Like that's not going to fly with me. You got to check him on that. So this manager is doing all this and it's like, yo, what the hell? What's going on, dog? Because this guy, like I said, he's effective because everyone that's dealt there, yo, he gets stuff done. He is well connected. He can connect. I don't even know where this guy came from, to be honest. And I don't know. I don't know if he was the reason why Kai Cenat met these guys like, what is it? Not just Robert Kraft, because he met Robert Kraft through the White Party guy, whose name I keep forgetting, the guy that owns Fanatics. But you guys know, when I say the White Party guy, everybody knows. The guy that was hugging up on Lil Baby from the front and the back. Pause, super pause on that. But remember when I said, well, if he was saying that, yo, he's going to leave FaZe, that's probably something that he told Adin Ross to his face, right? He just decided to tell Kai Cenat too. Well, that was not the case. So I'm going to play you guys this clip where he reacts to it.
Real or not. I mean, listen, I can't defend this, but I ain't gonna lie. If he says some shit about like that in FaZe, on God, that's fucked up. I'm gonna get to the bottom of that because that's actually fucked up. And I ain't gonna lie, chat, if he says some shit like about Adin or FaZe, because he already know, bro, we got issues regarding that shit. So that's gonna piss me off, bro. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm not gonna hold shit back. That's fucked up if you actually talk behind my back about FaZe and Adin. Like, that's crazy. Because I don't really know if he would fake that. I'm just being real. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Kai's the reason I line his mom, bro. Like, I'll be real. I don't know. So
clearly, Adin Ross was never told by this guy that he was considering leaving FaZe or leaving him for FaZe if he didn't get the gambling stuff together. So this guy was going behind Adin's back, talking to someone like Kai Cenat, who, even if he's Adin's friend at the time or he believes he's Adin's friend, that's not something that you should be divulging. And Adin, till this day, didn't even know about this. So this is just greasy, slimy, weaselly behavior whatsoever. Or not whatsoever, altogether. And then this continues with Adin Ross confronting him about like, yo, did you really say that whole like chicken Big Mac thing? So I'm gonna play you guys that clip here.
Yep.
are you eating a chicken Mac?
No.
Dude, what the fuck was that? Dude, did you say that?
I don't remember. This is last year, your birthday, after we did your birthday. I don't remember most of it. If I did, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean anything bad about it.
Nah, yeah, you good. I mean, I'm not one to say you're good and shit, but wait, why did you get mad about a chicken mac though? Like, what's wrong with the chicken mac?
I'm not doing this right now. I'll call you after stream.
And this is where you're like, this guy got caught off guard. He didn't have time to prep for the situation. He couldn't, get his notes together. He's like, yo, I don't even know like what was going on. So you're apologizing for something that you didn't know if you said and when you said it. We know he said it because Kai Cenat's not going to lie about it. He's not going to lie about something like that. And now he's squirming. He's like, yo, I'll call you after this. So that's definitely not a good look on that guy's behalf. However, like Sneako decided to come to this guy's defense. I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
I love streaming. I love it.
A chicken Big Mac? A chicken Big Mac?
Let's break this. Let's break down the chicken Big Mac. Tav's joking. It's a joke. And what the Shade Room and all these pages are not going to talk about is Kai has positioned Tav as a white man when he's not, when he's Jewish, to make it sound worse, to make it be like a slave owner whipping Kai with a chicken Big Mac. It's a joke. I've worked with a lot of different managers, publicists, and agents over the years. Their job forces them to have to be PR friendly at all times, to speak a certain language and to abide by the media rules that I have just laid out for you, where certain people are always the villain and certain people have a shield. After a long day of work, that becomes uncomfortable. You don't people want to say what they're not allowed to say. When Tav said like chicken Big Mac, is he literally whipping Kai and putting him in a cage and calling him a monkey? And is Kai a slave? No, it's a joke because black people like chicken. That's the joke. That's the racist. Let's break it down. What's so bad about that? Black people like chicken, so it's funny that Kai Cenat is promoting a chicken Big Mac. That's it. Did he mean any malicious intent? I wasn't even there, but you can just hear it from this. He didn't mean anything. It's just funny. It's just funny. A chicken Big Mac? You're just creating more divisions between people.
Here, I don't think you can tell somebody else how to feel about a situation, because if that Tav guy, for instance, had just said that on a live stream, right, just out in the open, I don't know if Kai would feel the same way about it. Who knows, right? But that's another thing. That guy wouldn't say that on a live stream. He wouldn't say that in public. But even if he did, that is different than saying it directly to the guy. Because it doesn't matter if something's a joke if the other person doesn't take it as a joke. That's all that matters. Who cares if you're joking if it's not funny to me? And in Kai Cenat's scenario, he clearly doesn't have the relationship with this guy for it to be a joke between them. Like maybe Sneako has the relationship with this guy where if he says something about him, it's a joke to him or he takes it as a joke. But you can't tell somebody else who you're talking to directly how they should or shouldn't receive something that you think is a joke. That is just, that's imposing. I don't even know what it's imposing, but that cannot fly. So I don't think Kai Cenat's wrong to react here. I think this dude Tav was tripping like crazy on like multiple flags. Like you got what? I'm not even going to pretend to know yellow cards and red cards. Do you need 2 yellow cards and that's 1 red card? Or is it just a yellow card, then you get a red card? For all my football fanatics in here, tap me in, let me know. But yeah, that's a bit of a red card. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.